Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon. Out of the box, or out of the wall, whatever we're going to call it, we have missed it. Zeroville. So this is a James Franco movie that I'm pretty sure has been on the shelf for quite some time, and they just threw it on DVD. So let's see if this should have hit theaters, or is it more of a, yeah, I know why it was on the shelf. First off, before I talk about the movie, Zeroville stars James Franco, Megan Fox, Seth Rogen, Joey King, Danny McBride, Craig Robinson, Jacki Weaver, as well as Will Ferrell. Even though Danny McBride and Craig Robinson are maybe together in this movie for 7 minutes, Will Ferrell's in this movie for a good 33 to 40% of the movie, yet you don't see his name on here or in the back. No pictures or nothing. So that's got me... Oh, wait, actually, his picture is right there. That's a lie. But you can't really tell it's him. I find that fascinating that he is not on the cover. I don't know if it has to do with the contract or he said, I don't want nothing to do with part of this movie with how it unfolded. But what is Zeroville about? It's a weird premise. James Franco goes to Hollywood because he wants to be part of the movies. He got a tattoo on his head after the first movie he saw in 1969. He was on a concubine or something. And you know what? He makes his ranks in the movie business, a carpenter to an editor. Then he meets a bunch of eccentric characters. He goes to Philippines to edit Apocalypse Now, basically. He talks about Raging Bull. And there's a bunch of different movie references in this movie. And the overall core of it is he meets Megan Fox and he has a love connection and he can't stop thinking about her. But even though he can't stop thinking about her, he sees her in different reels of movies. And now he's editing different movies and finding these special reels with Megan Fox in it. And yeah, is he going crazy? Is Megan Fox going crazy? Is he actually seeing these little snippets of edited film reels with Joan of Arc from like the 19-somethings, and then she in that film is like a shining premise with Jack Nicholson at the very end of the movie? I don't know what I watched, but I wasn't bored. So with that, I will give the positives of the movie first. I do think James Franco and most of the people in this movie acted their asses off. They did a pretty good job with what was given on the screen. When James Franco does a lot of these movies, he mostly writes a lot of them. I don't think there's one, As I Lay Dying, he wrote that and directed it. And during this time period, he directed a lot of movies back to back to back. This one he didn't write, but he directed it. And it's fucking weird. This is based off a novel called Zeroville. I don't know if this book should be on screen because I don't know what I watched. I don't know what the premise was. I don't know why this movie was here. Maybe it was a love letter to movies in general. It's not a love letter to Hollywood. I think it might be a love letter to movies. But I don't know. I don't understand the imagery on some of these things. I don't understand how he's going crazy. Is Megan Fox in the same boat as him? I just don't know. So with that, though, like I said, the acting's great. I think the directing is pretty well. The editing on this movie is strong because this is an editing movie. Kind of like Everything Everywhere All at Once, even though that one's edited better. But this does have some good editing moments to it. Even though, like I said, the acting and the editing is good, I would say James Franco does direct it the best as he can. Everything else in this movie, it's a what the fuck type of moment. Like, I don't know what the Craig Robinson character is supposed to portray. I don't know what Megan Fox's character is supposed to portray. I know Will Ferrell is supposed to portray this like evil producer, if you want to put it that way. But then Seth Rogen, he's kind of like the behind the scenes, like tries to be a friend. And I think there's a Steven Spielberg moment in this movie where mechanical sharks, and I think that is pretty hysterical. So the writing in this movie is pretty witty if you're a movie person. But as a whole cohesive glue of a movie, it is so hard to explain what this is about and what I witnessed on the screen, which is fucking weird because I was never bored and I was glued to the screen. This could be a train wreck movie where you can't stop watching. I think that might be the best way to talk about Zeroville. I don't even know why it's called Zeroville. I don't understand this movie, but I enjoyed it. I don't know what's going on. This review is going to make no sense to anyone who hasn't seen this movie. If you've seen this movie, your review might be like, yeah, I understand what you're saying because I don't know how to say it either. So overall, Zeroville, is it worth your time? Do you like old school movies and weird shit? The answer is yes. Give your Zeroville a try. If you're not really into the movie culture, or you're just not into what the fuck shit, don't watch this movie. It's as simple as that. So Zeroville will receive a 2 out of 5 with Futons, which equals at 40%. So see the critics and user scores gave this one. So Zeroville has a 23% with 31 critics. User scores a 38% with fewer than 50. Here's the critic consensus. Potentially an iconic favorite for cult film fans. Zeroville is a fundamentally misguided and descriptively titled passion project for its director and star. Here's the movie info. With 2 tattoos of Montgomery Clift and Elizabeth Taylor on his shaved head, Victor rides a bus into Hollywood and soon makes an impression on a beautiful actress, thus beginning a dreamlike journey through the film business in the 1970s. I don't think that does the justice of what I actually saw because I don't know what I saw. You got me. I don't know. So we got the 23, the 38, and the 40. Even though I'm giving it a 40, I still recommend it if you like movies and weird shit. It's that weird. Cheese out with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think is Buftopia. You Buftonians, thanks for watching. Have a great day. I think this is a movie that was like directed in like 2016 and was put on the shelf and finally released, if you want to put that out there, in 2009 or 19. Sorry. Let's check what it says on. Yeah, Wikipedia's got to say something about it, right? When it was actually filmed. So yeah, originally set to be released in 2015 or 2016. The distributor went bankrupt, and it finally was released in 2019. It was nominated for 3 Raspberry Awards for Worst Film. Here, wait, it was Rambo Last Blood for Worst Film. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, Worst Director, James Franco. I disagree. Worst Actor, James Franco. I disagree. I'm going to guess Megan Fox because they hate her. No, they gave it to Seth Rogen. I disagree. I think the Razzies are a bunch of fucking tool bags, but that's just my opinion about that.